Hello and welcome back to some Temur Delver. Here's the deck list. It's, for the most part, pretty stock. I'm running 3 Goyfs. I have not been sold on Hooting Mandrills. I know the Trample probably matters, but haven't loved it. I was testing the blue-red 1/1 Flying Haste. It gets bigger with Prowess. And that was a lot of fun, but I think Tarmogoyf's just in general a lot better. Okay, this is a very reactive hand. Not reactive hand. This is a very aggressive hand. I can go turn 1 Delver, flip it, bolt someone, or drop another Delver and try to hopefully flip that. But there's no counter magic in this hand. If someone's going to kill me turn 1, I really can't do anything. But I think if they're not, this hand's fine. Like in the mirror match, this hand's probably really good. Especially if I draw a Daze. Plains, Mother of Runes. Alright. Pretty sure you just bolt her on sight. Felt weird my opponent wastelanding me and then not dropping the threat. Okay. I actually kind of want to wasteland my opponent here. But I also want to shuffle away that land. I think that's probably more important here. I definitely want to wasteland next turn. Wish I wastelanded now. Okay. That was tough because I really wanted to shuffle away that land. I did not want to draw more lands here. That's fine. They picked up Sword of Fire and Ice, which is really good here. I can drop a Goyf, but I don't think that's the line. I think I have to hope they... Because if I drop the Goyf and I can block the Sword of Fire and Ice, right? But either way, they can't equip and attack with it, especially if I start wastelanding them. Blind flip. Nice. Okay, it's not a batter skill, so that's important. No land, please. Oh, come on, man. Alright. So I'm losing my dude. Yep. So they can just make this pro green and kill my guy regardless. So I'm kind of in trouble here. Yep. I am still technically holding up double days. So I win, right? I double days. I win if they don't have swords. Let me daze once and see what happens. Because I'm going to double daze and then put a sorcery in the graveyard. And then I swing for 4 and I win. So they have swords. Yep. That was awesome. Okay. I don't actually think I wrote anything out for taxes, but I know I want a braid to deal with Vile. I know I can't let Vile stick, because if Vile sticks, then I can get in trouble here. Maybe even bringing like Collector Oof to deal with that. Don't need that. Vapor Snag's probably not. Ancient Grudge is a maybe. Peasy's probably really good. Rough and Tumble might be good against like Mother of Runes. Clothis is probably too slow. Brazen Borrower is okay. So let's look through my entire deck here, because I have not made a sideboard guide for taxes despite it being a prominent deck in the format. Brainstorm's important. Ponder's important. I don't think Stifle is particularly important here. It stops... They don't have fetch lands. I guess it stops like a Vile activation or a Wasteland activation, which could be important, but I feel like just bringing removal is probably better. Hard removal is good. Threats, all really good, especially some that deal with Vile. Now, Collector Oof deals with Vile, so that's good. Peasy's probably really good here. A Braid's good. I do like Rough and Tumble. Brazen Borrower being able to bounce the equipment seems really relevant. Ancient Grudge being able to destroy the equipment seems really relevant. I'm on the draw, so Daze is probably the worst of these. And probably Vapor Snag. I need to force like their Vial turn 1 or something, I think, to win this. I got the Abrade for the Vial. I have plenty of lands to deal with Wasteland, and I have a turn 1 Bolt. Let's keep this. What I don't love is that now I'm weak to Wasteland with no other red land, but it's amazing Abrade, like it's legacy playable, and I remember questioning if it was modern playable for a little bit. Okay, you want to do that, so I guess I Brainstorm. Don't love what I'm seeing here. What am I going to do here? I'm either going to Wasteland that port because it's annoying, or hold up Brainstorm. I think either way I can safely put those on top. I think I'd rather Brainstorm here. It's possible. Just to get through those cards. Like if they end up dropping a Thalia here, I want to be able to Brainstorm in response. Otherwise, I'm probably going to hold it and then play PZ into Pyromancer. Yep. So let's go. Just top the 2 lands. They should Wasteland the red land, I think. So I need 1 more mana for that, so let's bring out PZ. I assume they're going to Swords this. Yep. Now they're not sorting my Dread Horde. Don't love that. You may look at that and go, why, if you're planning on rough and tumbling, did you play... They have double swords. Okay. So I can Chain Lightning... If they drop a Mother or a Stoneforge, I rough. Otherwise I drop a Dread Horde. Come on, drop a Mother here. Fire and Ice is their pickup. 2 damage to each creature without flying. Maybe I should drop the Goyf first. They have 1 card in hand, I have 3, so maybe I'm just too far ahead for that to matter. Opponent's about to have 3 cards in hand and be ahead on board. Okay. Why didn't they crack the clearing and then they're playing around Force of Negation, I guess? I can't think of any other reason why they would do that way. Because they could have just silent clearinged and then had plenty of mana to force, or not to force, to swords. I don't love that. But I do love that I have an Ancient Grudge in the graveyard and a Braid still in hand. I think I bolt you. Ponder. I have not played a land this turn. Collector Oof seems alright here. If it... I think I just need more removal. I have Ancient Grudge and a Braid left, and then a Brainstorm. Opponents already played 1, 2, 3 swords. They only have 1 sword left in their deck. They still have Batterskull I have to deal with. 1, 2 ways of dealing with that. I think I need a removal spell, not Collector Oof. Okay. I'm going to have to discard a card, so I can discard that Force. That was really unfortunate. How am I going to deal with Batterskull? Now I have to deal with, how am I going to deal with a 3/1 flyer? Because I have the answer to Batterskull right there with my Ancient Grudge. Alright. Come on. Oh, I was supposed to brainstorm there, but that worked out for me, I guess. Top. Don't want Force of Will, so let's do that. One, two, three, 4, 5. So they have one Swords to Plowshares left in their deck. They probably have Batterskull, which I have an answer for. Now I need an answer for that Mother of Runes. That was nice. Okay. Cannot attack. I still do have an answer for Batterskull with the Ancient Grudge. I need like an Oko. I think Oko's too slow here. I think I'm just dead if they have another creature in hand. I need a creature or a removal spell. Not it. Oh, one away. Alright. Anything I want differently? Maybe a Klothys. It felt kind of nice with how that game was going. It'd be really terrible if they did bring in like a Rest in Peace, though. Maybe I want a Daze over the Force. I think I like that. Maybe a Sylvan Library. Actually, I like that a lot. Card selection to make sure I hit the cards I need. Yeah, I like this. Both keep 7s. Opponent's got to stop on my upkeep. Have not seen Vial yet, which is interesting. Yep. Let's see if Oko can take over this game. I think it is Chain Lightning it. And then drop Oko next turn. The problem is I don't really want to force unless I really have to because I like my hand. I think I can deal with that with Oko. Before they can knock me off red. And I'm going to make that into a 3-3. And then I'm going to be able to Brazen Borrower something else. I think that's what I do here. Brazen Borrower will protect Oko. Do I want Brazen Borrower to protect Oko? I don't think I do, actually. I like this hand a lot. Let's go top, top. It had to have been a mistake, my opponent. Let's attack with the food token, then play a Dread Horde. Still holding up Force of Will. Then I'll draw a fetch land to get you back up if they have a wasteland. So I like that a lot. I think my real threat here is Oko. So even though that card does a lot of work, I think I just accept that happening. Even if they wasteland me off red here, I'm getting the fetch land. You may search your library for a creature card with toughness 2 or left, reveal it, put it in your hand. So you search for Stoneforge Mystic. I think that's probably fine. None of these are things I want to Brazen Borrower. Ooh, Skyclave Apparition. Well, that's what I'm countering. That is what I don't want to happen. That is the bad guy. Okay. Yes, Oko deals with that. That's fine. Actually, that's really good. I can steal that with Oko and then protect myself from Skyclave. I like that a lot. Okay. Okay. It's controller, so that'd be me. So, Flicker Wisp my food away, swing, kill Oko, and still have the Skyclave? I don't love that. I don't like that at all. I guess I have to hope that I draw another way to deal with Skyclave. Which would be 2 Force of Wills and 2 Dazes, which Daze doesn't even do it, so it's 2 Force of Wills. So I have to draw into a Force of Will to be able to do anything here. What do I do? What do I do here? If I force this, what value am I getting out of Oko? I guess I am getting a food token before they Skyclave it. But I'm forcing them to have to play the Skyclave on that instead of something else. I think that's the bigger deal. I think that's the big deal. Because now if I draw a second Oko, I don't lose both. They don't already have the answer for the second Oko in play. Don't draw land. Okay. I made the right decision because now they have to play correctly here. They get to Skyclave my Oko. I have the answer for the other Oko. If I'd done it the other way, then I might have been in a little bit of trouble. Yep, go ahead, Skyclave my Oko. Yep. It's fine. I like that a lot. Okay, so top, 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 don't shuffle. Let's board white. That does not have flying, even though you'd think it would. I get a 3/3. And I think what I'm going to do here is pass the turn. I don't think I'm going to play my Oko yet. I think I'm going to save my fetch lands for that Ponder I have coming up. And just be a little bit patient. Plus completely flooding my hand if they have another Skyclave. I don't know. I guess it could be in trouble again. Which they do. Okay. Flicker Wisp, Mother of Runes. Okay, so maybe I should have played the Oko, and then I could have grabbed that Mother of Runes again. Oh, I should have fetched first. I actually think Dreadhorde is better here than Oko. Either way, I'm going to attack first. I should have attacked first. Because now I can just bolt their face. Like, I should have attacked first, made them be like, ooh, do I block? And now I'm representing the bolt to the face. So, and the Oko is going to represent a free food token. Maybe I should have Oko'd, attacked with the food, swing for 9, make them... force them to block more? I don't know. It's actually a really good question. I think the Oko is probably the right line. I was trying to be a little bit sneaky and still hiding it. Like, now they have to deal with my Dreadhorde and a full board. They're kind of just in trouble here thanks to that rough and tumble. Okay. So they do have the food token. I think that's what they're banking on. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. So 1, 2. Yeah, so I'm gonna bolt the Thalia, but then they'll just mother it. Or do I play the Oko, make the food token, swing, then next turn if they draw land they can activate the Sword of Fire and Ice and swing with it. Which I think I'm fine with how far ahead I am. Oh, I'm dumb. All I had to do was make that a 3/3, play a land, and then bolt them with the Dreadhorde. And then they'd be in pretty big trouble except for the food token. I mean, either way, they're in a lot of hurt. They're going down to 1 life here. And they have to lose their entire board. Or lose that. So either way, I'm probably fine here. I think Temur Delver is probably okay against taxes. I'll have to ask my buddy who plays. He won a PTQ. Or PPTQ. A qualifier with... white legacy taxes. And you Mother of Runes protect herself. I don't like this line. I guess they don't have too many lines here, except hope that I clock myself. Mother of Runes is not going to protect herself? Okay. So I just need my Dread Horde to live and I win the game. It's fine. It's just like Snapcaster Mage, right? Alright. There we go. A little bit of legacy with Temur Delver. So that was the end of the league. Thoughts about the deck? It's loading at some point. Hooting Mandrills has not impressed me. I get what it is. It's kind of like a one-mana Tarmogoyf. I don't love it. I think I'd rather have something else in that slot, and I've been listening to the people and they say it's really good, so I have not been impressed with it at all. Colossus is either amazing or absolute garbage. It's hard to cast sometimes, needing both my off colors because I'm primarily a blue deck. I was originally trying 2 Colossus in the side, but I felt like that was really clunky. I was also originally running 18 lands, but when I wanted 2 Colossus and 3 Okos, and sometimes you wanted them in the same matchups, and 5 cards that need 3 mana, is really, really tough in a deck that really doesn't run that many actual lands that produce mana, because Wasteland, I'm usually wastelanding things away pretty aggressively, because I am running a Stifle package as well. So cards that impress me: Stifle. It stops combos completely. Wasteland is phenomenal, although sometimes not knowing if your opponent has a full hand of lands is going to be a little bit annoying, like we faced in one of the matchups there, the mirror match, I believe. I wish I'd recorded that first game, but I did not. But I got the rest of the league in on camera. Hopefully you guys liked it. Hopefully it was fun. Maybe it was educational. I know it was educational for me, getting to test out some Legacy and learn a little bit with my 3rd total league with Legacy here. So not even just with the deck, with Legacy in general. This is my 3rd Legacy MTGO league. I think I played 2 paper games with Legacy, so I've done a couple of the $2 queues. I've been racking up a couple play points off that, so I was like, I'm going to try some more leagues, or try my 3rd league with this Delver deck. It's been fun. I've been liking it a lot. I did try Shadow originally, and I do like Death Shadow a lot, I think, in Legacy, because your life total often doesn't matter. I was trying Jor-El, but I think Tarmogoyf's probably just better in that slot, because I did like the combination Jor-El had with Street Wraith. I thought it was really cute. whenever you draw your second card each turn, make it 2/2. So I could go like on turn 3, I could like drop a Jor-El, Street Wraith, get a 2/2, and then on their turn, Brainstorm, technically my second card that turn, first and second, and then I get another 2/2, and it kind of makes your own Young Pyromancer. That's how it was in theory. It just never, again, in limited matches, limited tests, it never worked out that way. So I think that'd be better off being a Tarmogoyf. But I did try out Sultai. Sultai without Euro, like kind of a Sultai down to the ground deck. But I think that the red is just too important here. Mainly Dreadhorde Arcanist being a better Snapcaster Mage. And Lightning Bolt is just really, really good in Legacy here, just like it is in Modern. So that is some Legacy. Let me know what you think. I'll see you in the next one.